Hello YouTube, how to lose just under 4 stone in just over 4 weeks, so pretty much a stone a week. I was nearly 18 stone, I'm now actually 13 stone and I'm pretty happy. I do need to go to the gym, tweak things up a bit. I haven't been going to the gym, but I've lost my double chin and I'm looking alright. Right, this is me. Wake up in the morning, breakfast, bowl of porridge. That was it, bowl of porridge for breakfast. Go to work, start at 10 AM British time. Take two, this isn't very healthy, but two Tesco's caffeine and glucose tablets, so the equivalent to Pro Plus but with glucose in and a lot cheaper. Two of them, they take away all my hunger pains and stop me wanting to snack. They also speed me up when I'm working. Now that carries on as normal. I didn't stop smoking. I'd go for a cigarette at break time. It's not very healthy. Now lunchtime, no morning break snack or anything, just straight through to lunch about midday. Well, actually 1 o'clock nowadays. And what would I have for lunch? Usually, it did vary slightly, but usually it was a small plastic tub with a fair-sized fistful of olives, celery, and a hummus dip. Now, hummus is a little bit fatty, there's a lot of protein in it, it's chickpeas. I'd scoop up the hummus with the celery, and I'd eat at least 4 to 5 celery sticks, dipped in a healthy, generous portion of hummus with olives. That's not the most amazing, exciting thing, but I wasn't hungry. Did the trick. No more coffee or anything, just ticking over on them caffeine tablets. You do crash later on in the day. Now later on in the day when you crash, I tended to have a cup of tea with a couple of sugars in it. I wasn't keen on taking sugar, but I needed the energy from the caffeine tablets. So I'd have that. Bearing in mind I've had a pretty fat-free day without much junk. Then time to go home. Get in the car starving, absolutely starving. Get home. I'd eat half an avocado. Now that's quite fatty. Well, I never found I've put weight on with it, but apparently it's fatty. I don't think it actually makes you fat, avocado. I think it's a wonderful thing. It's really healthy. This is as soon as I get home. And I would drink a pint of spirulina. Spirulina wheatgrass and barley grass, actually, from Tesco's. I don't remember the actual make. I haven't got the tub in front of me. But I drink that, and 2 tablespoons of the powder mixed in with a pint of water. That did help subside my hunger pains and give me some pretty nasty burps. And then I'd sit down, drink some water, sit down, do whatever I was going to do, maybe have a couple of beers. Try not to drink so many of the beers because they will make you fat, so will wine. Now, after that, I'd start getting a bit peckish before bed, and probably not the best thing before bed, but again, I've lost a stack of weight. Just before bed, slice of, even 2 if you wish, some nights I had 2, slice of toast with butter and Marmite, or something of your choice, but I used Marmite. I wouldn't recommend jam, I wouldn't recommend anything with sugar in before bed, or anything fatty, especially peanut butter. So the Marmite it was on toast. Bread's not great in the stomach, but again, I've lost the weight. Now, sometimes that varied a bit. That was generally my daily thing. The spirulina, I believe, was the lifeline because it made up for all the stuff I wasn't eating. And some days I'd have some mixed fruit in with that tub at work with the olives and the celery, and sometimes a bit of the avocado, which is generally the other half of the avocado I didn't eat in the evening. Sometimes I'd eat a whole avocado in the evening. But I didn't really vary this very much. The only time I stumbled off slightly was when I started having a fistful of seeds in the evening. Pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, and sunflower seeds. and sometimes the roasted ones from Tesco's with some broad beans, roasted broad beans, which are a bit fatty again. But again, with the lack of everything in my diet, I don't think it really mattered, because my double chin's gone, and it was down here 5 weeks ago. I was, well, I was cruising up to 20 stone at one point, and I'm back down to 13. I'm rather trim, my body's looking pretty good, and I haven't gone to the point where there's rolls of fat or any problems and stuff that may need some sort of surgery. I'm feeling pretty good for it. Now I'm starting to eat pretty normally. I'll come home, I'll have a curry in the evening. I'm not snacking at work, I'm doing the same thing. I'm eating celery, avocados, a bit of salad, sometimes some croutons and a bit of dressing. And now I'm going to start doing a bit of exercise, and I'll ramp up the diet a little bit, but I won't do it back to front. I won't eat and not exercise, so all good. I think the major part, the thing that played the biggest part in all this was the spirulina and the wheatgrass and barley grass, the combination powder drink that I was having every day. And just for the record, 2 weeks in, I did actually start having that in the morning, so I just felt it helped me through the day more. Probably didn't help with the hunger in the evening, because I wasn't using it as a crutch in the evening for the hunger, but I was having porridge in the morning with, by the way, it was oat milk or almond milk that I was using with the porridge, not cow's milk, just for the record. Whether that made a difference, I don't know. And a pint of the spirulina, wheatgrass and barley grass eventually in the morning. Did some pretty funny burps on the way to work. They were a bit eggy. For some reason the spirulina, I think, makes things a bit eggy. But yeah, I was pretty regular with me toilet habits the whole time I was on this diet, which I made up out of thin air. No rocket science, I didn't Google it. This is just what I decided to use. And also my skin cleared up. I started looking really healthy, and to be honest, I'm quite tired now. I'm actually in bed making this YouTube video. But I've never felt so good in my life. And I've probably not been this healthy for about 10 years. Even while I was doing the gym and eating normal food and trying to regulate my diet. I think the diet that I've just mentioned in this video has had a dramatic effect on me and cleansed me. Like, minor skin conditions have cleared up. Yeah, my gums are really healthy. Everything's all good, and I'm pretty happy with it. So I just thought I'd share this on YouTube, because you don't have to go out your way to find some amazing invention that helps you lose weight. This is what worked for me, and I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work for anybody else. So if this video's been helpful and inspired anyone, then please feel free to do or try what I've mentioned. You know, no harm in it. The spirulina drink itself is probably enough to live on anyway, and the rest of it was a bonus. Oh, there was one other thing. I did have the occasional banana. It wasn't a daily thing. I did have a lack of fruit in my diet the whole time I was doing that diet. Hopefully I think the spirulina made up for that, but I don't think there'd be any harm in having bananas to ease the hunger pain if you're suffering worse than me, and also to get that fruit in your diet, and maybe some juice, orange juice. But that's again, it's just my thoughts and how I did it. Okay, well, I hope this has been helpful. Sorry if it's been boring. I just thought I'd share it.